Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a while since I've done a Flosstube video. I'm sorry, I didn't even look to see what number this video is. I'm currently sat here waiting for the Jingle Ball event tickets to go on sale and apparently knocking all my cross stitch down on the floor. Sorry about that. So as I said, I'm waiting for the Jingle Ball sale tickets to go on sale. And I thought, you know what, I haven't done one of these videos in a while. I haven't felt like doing one of these videos in a while. I've been in a bit of a slump, just generally. It's just that time of year, and I have been picking myself back up and taking some me time out to do some of the things I enjoy doing. But it did mean that I lost my stitching mojo there for a little while. So I am hopefully back on a more regular basis. I do have quite a few pieces to show you. I was kind of thinking that I wouldn't have anything, but when I went around gathering the pieces, there is quite a lot. I've done a lot of finishing. I think that's what got me out of my stitching slump, is I decided to finish some pieces off. But yeah, let's just jump in. I do apologise for the lighting. As I said, it is incredibly late. It is about 11, what's the time? It's 11:17 on the 13th of October. And as I said, I've got about 45 minutes until the tickets go on sale. So I thought, why not? Let's just jump on and have a look at some of the pieces that I've been stitching. So the lighting is a little bit bad. I really can't do anything about it. I'm in this room temporarily. I don't have all of my lights with me, or my lamps and everything. And the one behind me, the bulb has just gone, which is just a nuisance. But let's stop rambling on and let's get straight. Let's stop rambling on and let's get straight into this video. So the first one I'm going to show you, I'm going to start with the FFOs. The first one, you've seen this piece stitched. This is Gather by Heart in Hand. I used all of the called for colours, but what I've done is I bought these wooden blocks off of Etsy about 2 years ago. When I first started stitching, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to fully finish these items. I still had them all in my stash, but I have painted this black, and I can tell you black is the theme of the game for some reason this month. I have mounted my cross stitch onto sticky board, and I have used Chelsea's checks. Is it Chelsea? Chelsea's checks in the black and white. Someone did ask me where I get my Stitching with the Housewives fabrics from. I pick them up from So Hot UK in the UK. I will list them below. That is where I have found and pick up all of the Stitching with the Housewives fabrics. I don't know if they've got the new ones out. It tends to be after, like, Fat Quarter Shop has them. It's normally a month to 2 months afterwards they put the new ones out, so they might not be there yet, but they do have all of the older ones plus the stripes that they had. So I've used some paper florals. This was a pick that I got from Hobbycraft, and I've done some bows with a little resin flower that I picked up from eBay. So that is Gather from Heart in Hand. Absolutely love it. I'm loving having finished pieces that I can just put around. I'm not sure how I'm going to store them because, as I say, each summer I have to pack up and put my stuff into storage, so it's a little bit of a knife's edge. I love having the finishes. I've really been into the finishes, but I know the more finishes I actually finish, the harder it is to store. And yes, I could put these on magnets and stuff. These ones I have just hot glued straight on. I tend to do the magnets if I'm rotating around, if I know I'm going to be stitching a series, if it's a monthly series, or if I know the pieces are the same size. For these ones, I just had no idea. I know there is a series of these, but I don't think I'm going to stitch them all, but oh well. That will be a later me problem. The next piece I have to show you is my freebies on the 17th for the month of September. This one was actually released a little bit late. It wasn't on the 17th, it was on the 27th. That was mainly because of the stitching mojo issue. And also I fell in love with this pattern and I wanted to do it justice. So this is Spooky. This is stitched on a chrome, no it's not, it is stitched on a Coffee Crafts fabric. I've used this fabric a lot for recent finishes. It's stitched with DMC 310. I used one strand on the 18 count for the black, and the B50 200, which I used for the ghosts, I have done on 2 strands. I tend to like the 2 strands because it makes it stand out more. I did the 1 strand because I quite liked the kind of vintagey, spooky look it gave on this fabric. I could have done 2 strands, it would have stood out a little bit more, but it was intentionally done that way. I finished this. This is on a Hobbycraft tray. It came as a set of 3, I think, for £8. This is the largest one of the set. I've used a Hobbycraft black fern pick, and then I also cut apart another pick I got from Hobbycraft. There is a bow, and the little pumpkin is a resin pumpkin I got off of eBay. I really have been enjoying these ones. I did paint the tray. The tray is painted with multiple effects. I did it first in like mixture of purple and blue paint mixed together. I then went over with black. I did try crackle paint effect, but that just, it did nothing. So I've just sanded it down, grunged it down, so there are scratch marks on there. I don't know if you can see them. And there are paints where the purple is showing, and it is mounted on a black and purple Chelsea check fabric. So there are photos on my Instagram if you would like to see better quality photos. I do apologise, it has been a little bit difficult. So that was my design freebies on the 17th for the month of September. I then decided, now this one was actually stitched at the very start of September, I just haven't done a video since, and I really wanted to do something to celebrate my students' birthdays. So having a birthday in a boarding school is always a little bit difficult because your parents aren't there to wish you happy birthday. Your close friends know, but it's nice if your teachers and the other students know. So I created a birthday board. So this is a framed piece. This is the happy birthday wreath pattern that they have to go with their, I can't remember the name of the series, but it says home, and it's like the wreath pattern from Stitching with the Housewives. This comes in a set of 6, which you can interchange for the letter O in the home series. I do have that pattern, I haven't stitched it yet, but I decided to stitch this over 2 on 16 count. So I basically made my own 8 count fabric. I tend to do this quite a lot. I will have a 16 or a 14 count aida, and I will just stitch over 2 squares to make it an 8 count. That way it was big enough to put in this frame, which the frame I think is a 30 by 30 centimeter frame. I wanted something big that I could put on the edge of my desk. I've just put a little chalkboard in the middle on magnets, and there's magnets behind this piece, and this is where I write the student or the staff member's name whose birthday is that day. And then this just sits on my desk, and the students are absolutely loving it. I really wanted something to make the students feel really special and to enjoy their birthdays a little bit more. And it's been working great. The students will come and take photos with it. It's just such a simple thing. It only took me a couple of hours to stitch. I did just pick colours from my stash. I'm just following the same colours that they used. I have just backed it onto Chelsea's checks in black and white. And I have the Chelsea's checks in red and white to go in the centerpiece, and then that way it just makes it stand out a little bit. And I do have a chalkboard marker that, because I'm in a school, things go missing, is just magneted on the back, so that way I know where it is at all times. But this was just such a simple finish, such a quick stitch, but it is so significant to those of us at the school. As I said, the students love it, and I just wanted to do something. So if you're a teacher out there, this would be a really fun thing to do. As I said, I stitched it on over 2 on 16 count, so it basically is now an 8 count fabric, but I didn't have to buy anything because I already had 16 count in my stash. It's black Aida, and I said I just poured colours from my stash to match the piece. but it's so simple, so effective, and it means so much. So this could go in a teacher's classroom. Maybe you're a stitcher and you speak to the teacher at your one of your local schools and see if they're interested in doing it. It's just such a lovely piece, and I had so much positive feedback from this on the Stitching with the Housewives group, so thank you so much for the lovely comments. That is the next piece. The next piece is a finish that I don't actually have, so I will insert a photo here. I stitched the Black Cat Pendulum by Doreen Jones and finished it. This was my first time finishing a piece like this. It is not perfect, but I absolutely love that. That has already been gifted to a friend, so I don't have that one to show you, but absolutely love that. I stitched that on the same Coffee Crafts fabric as the Spooky design, and I actually have that fabric set in front of me. I've got another small that I'm in the process of stitching, but look how much fabric I still have left. I could probably fit another larger piece on here. These fabrics are definitely worth the price. Absolutely love it. And if you are interested, join the Coffee Crafts Fabric Facebook page, because the day that you are watching this, on Sunday the 15th of October, is her next Super Sunday sale. So if you head on over, every hour from 8 AM until 8 PM, she is releasing a new colour. So you just comment on the photo and that she releases, and you say, can I have a 16 count please, or can I have a 24 count linen, or whatever the options she has available, and she will invoice you. But every single one of her fabrics is absolutely gorgeous. I think these are my favourite fabrics to stitch on. As I said, this is an 18 count. I've had her 16 counts. I've got some of her linen. Absolutely gorgeous fabrics, and the size of the piece you get, it's an 18 by 27 count, 18 by 27 inch piece, and it is really nice. I've done multiple projects on that. I still have multiple projects on the go. So the next piece I have is, I stitched, this was the one, the only piece that I've stitched so far in October and finished, because Black Cat Pendulum I did in September, Spooky I did in September, I've done this one. So this is the only one I have to show you for this month. This is called Summer Sucks by the Witchy Stitcher. There was a day to kind of help support the Witchy Stitcher. If you check over on her Instagram page, you'll see the story of why. But I loved how the community comes together and supports those that are in need. So we had a day, which was one of the weekends, where you would buy a pattern of hers, or you would share her social media, or whatever you could do to support. So I bought this pattern that's called Summer Sucks. It does have words underneath. I just decided not to stitch it. I did it on black 16 count. Is it 16? It might be chalkboard Aida. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like chalkboard to me, but it could also just be black. I really don't know at this point. And I stitched with Jodrey Design threads and just random threads in my collection. I just pulled something that looked similar to the colour, but I didn't want to have to stitch multiple blues, so I've done a variegated blue, variegated yellow and orange. The sun, you can see, is variegated. Absolutely love it. Love how it turned out. I finished it on the same kind of block as I did for the gather. I've painted that black. I got these skeletons. They were a pack of 4 in Poundland, and I've just glued those on so he stands up next to him. Got a little bow, multiple bows. There is 3 layers of bow there, and a little button in the middle to finish it. Absolutely love this piece. I'm really enjoying having this one out on display. I just think it's fun and quirky, and I am really enjoying the fact that I'm having a couple of Halloween pieces or autumn pieces. I have not been stitching for that long, only a couple of years, and a lot of my focus has been Christmas, so it has been nice doing some pieces which are more fall, more Halloween, so I can have that out on display. The last one is not FFO'd, but it is a finish, and this one is let me put my hand behind it so you can, maybe I can put the board behind it. This is Puppy Ghost by Mama Witch X Stitch. I ended up purchasing two. I got the Puppy Ghost and I got the Puppy Cat or Puppy Kitten. I haven't stitched that one yet. This one I've stitched with all of the cordful colours on chalkboard black Aida. It was just a random scrap. I do keep all of the scraps of my pieces, so that way if I have a small like this one, I can just throw it on a scrap. So I believe it's a 16 count chalkboard Aida. As I said, all the cord for colours. There's one other finish, but I cannot show you that. That is my freebies on the 17th, so make sure you check back on the 17th to have a look at that piece. I really loved it. I worked with a subscriber on my channel. They commented and gave me the suggestion. I've been working with her to come up with a finalised plan, so really love that one. I just need to grab my whips and then I will be right back. So one of my whips I have completely misplaced, but it is the Santa Pendulum by Doreen Jones. I enjoyed my Halloween one so much that I thought I would do a Christmas one. I'd bought these years ago but never actually stitched them. So I picked that one up, but for some reason my Halloween one literally took me one afternoon to stitch and get done. The Christmas one, I think I thought I was ready for Christmas. I just definitely am not. I'm enjoying the Halloween stuff a little bit too much this year. Well, I don't think it's too much, but I've been enjoying the Halloween stitching. So I have actually kind of decided to put that one to one side for now. And I will pick that one back up after Halloween, I think, because at the moment I just want some Halloween pieces and I want to finish them and I want to have them on display because I'm enjoying my little Halloween display at the moment. But there is one series which is still ongoing. I've got a couple more ornaments to do. So this one is one that I take into work with me, and if I get to the office early, if I'm waiting for a student, or if it's late at night and I just want something to do while I'm waiting for the last few students to go to bed, this is something that I can work on. And this is my hands-on design winter series. This is the one that I've started. This is called Cut and Curry. And I haven't got very far with this. As I said, it's literally, I pick it up when I get the chance to do it. I'm not in any rush. So with this one, what I am doing is working on outlining. So that way it is just a fill-in piece. So I've got the outline of the cut and carry. I've just got the trees. I've got to fill the white in and then I've got the trees up the top. So that one shouldn't take too much longer, but at the moment, these are not priority pieces. This is just my work stitching as and when I get time to stitch it. After Halloween, I will probably do a big push to get those ornaments finished and any other ornaments that I really want to get sorted this year to be done. I'm not really sure what else I have to show you. Most of the things that I bought for haul have been put away. I bought on Facebook Marketplace, someone was selling 50 DMC skeins for £35. So I picked those up because I am currently working on having a set of DMC in France and a set of DMC in the UK, because now I'm enjoying designing my own patterns. I no longer necessarily use the cord for colours. Some pieces I do. If I have the colours, I do use them, but sometimes, like my birthday board, I just randomly grabbed my favourite red, which is 321. I grabbed a blue and a yellow that I thought looked good, and a green and a white, and just went with it. So there are certain ones where I will use cord for, and others I'll just pick from stash. So I want to try and have it, because what I'm doing is currently lugging around so many DMC colours when I go on holiday. Back to my parents, where I do spend my summers, I spend my Christmas break from school and my Easter break. So I am working on that. So when I saw that, I thought, you know what, it's a good deal. Let's just grab that. Then I heard the news that the Stitching Den is, well, it's now officially closed, but was closing down, and they had some DMC cones, and she was selling them 5 for £40. So I picked up some of those, but those are already away. So I'm not going to get those out to show you. I received my Coffee Crafts fabrics, absolutely love them. I will definitely be picking up more in her super sale Sunday, which is on the day that you are watching this, hopefully, if this video is good enough to put up there. But yeah, so I did lose my stitching mojo. I'm glad to be getting it back. As I said at the start of this video, I am waiting for the Jingle Ball tickets to go on sale. I'm really debating whether to join a class this year, which I know is going to be difficult because I work at the weekends and the classes that I want to join are like 3 a.m. in the morning and 12 o'clock. But I don't know. I will see when the tickets go on sale. I'm interested in the Kathy Huberman from Hands On Design, the block party finishing. I have loads of the block parties. I've never stitched them, but I do want to stitch them. And the instructions on her pieces are really easy to follow, but there's nothing like joining a class. And the other one is Hello from Liz Matthews, her tree class. That is something, I absolutely love those trees, and my brain does not understand the finishing of those. So I think if I was to join a class, that would definitely be my first choice. And my second choice, probably the Liz Matthews one, is the one that I'm most likely going to sign up for. I do believe you get a video for it, so I'm thinking like even if I can't stay up until 3 because I've got work the next morning, I will at least be able to watch the video afterwards, so it's worth it for that. But yeah, so I will wait and see. The tickets go on sale in approximately 15 minutes. So I've got 15 more minutes to wait. So I'll probably be editing my videos so you guys can have them this weekend. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos on my channel. I will be having my freebies on the 17th. That will be coming out on the 17th. And then I will be back in 2 weeks. Now I'm going to go because I am blabbering away now. I'm going to go and put my Halloween pieces back on display and pick up the ones that decided to jump off the windowsill. And then I will see you all next time. Happy stitching, guys. I hope you all stay well, especially with all the colds and the flus going around. So keep yourselves well and happy stitching. Bye, guys.